take forward the crucial anti-corruption agenda that has a direct impact on the social and the economic well-being of the common people. The city of Kolkata has been, as I said, traditionally a beacon of hope for promoting quality and social progress, and I'm sure at the end of this meeting we would be living up to that reputation of the venue that we are seated at. Ladies and gentlemen, we just now had the privilege of listening to the Honourable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, and that itself is an indication of the importance and the priority that the Government of India, headed by Prime Minister Modi, accords to this crucial agenda against corruption. Prime Minister Modi quoted Nobel laureate Tagore, who had very significantly mentioned and in fact warned us against greed, because according to him, greed was incompatible with the realization of truth. And therefore, as Prime Minister Modi was just now saying, to enhance the state recovery and the state resources and to utilize them optimally for the welfare of the people, it is important that we take adequate measures to safeguard against any kind of pilferage happening, so that the resources could be put to the use that they are meant for. And to that extent, I am glad to repeat and quote what Prime Minister Modi just now said. India in the last about 9 years has experimented very successfully with a number of technology-driven options, whether it's the direct benefit transfer and the other means to check the corrupt practices happening. And it was again Prime Minister Modi who, after taking over as Prime Minister, not only in his very first G20 meeting referred to this subject, but also gave us the 9-point agenda in one of the subsequent meetings in 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is confronted with an unparalleled and diverse challenges today, including the COVID pandemic, the supply chain disruption, the geopolitical conflicts, and the climate-related incidents. And all of these have, to an extent, derailed the progress and development achieved by the world in the earlier years or in the immediate past. And therefore, we can hardly afford to allow the corruption to continue. And corruption, incidentally, therefore, still happens to be a pervasive and complex issue that corrodes the very foundations of the fair and equitable growth and development across the globe. It drains the economies of vital resources, fosters inequality by diverting resources away from the vital public services like healthcare, education infrastructure, and corruption not only distorts the market forces and stifles innovation, but also perpetuates inequality and erodes public trust in institutions. Corruption undermines democracy and the rule of law. Corruption disproportionately affects the poorest and most marginalized sections of society. Corruption fuels transnational crime and terrorism by enabling illicit flow of money and even directly financing the criminal groups, which has a direct bearing on the national security of countries. And therefore all the countries of the world are liable to face a negative impact of corruption in one way or the other. And that happens to be our common concern. And that also justifies Prime Minister Modi's call for a joint fight and a collective effort, as he was making a few moments ago. Excellencies, the anti-corruption ministerial meeting is an opportunity for all of us to demonstrate collective will and a strong political will as well to lead this global fight. Our discussions and also our decisions today will have the potential to contribute towards a robust anti-corruption architecture that enables fair, inclusive and equitable growth. Excellencies, the G20 Anti-Corruption Working Group has been leading all these years global efforts for combating corruption, for promoting transparency and accountability, both in public life as well as in the private sectors. Eradication of corruption in all its forms, you would agree with me, has been a central pillar for all of us, and so also, rather more so, for the Government of India's pro-people approach towards development, codified by the mantra of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikwas, Sabka Vishwas, which means together with trust of all, together for the development of all. The mantra which this government has tried to religiously follow in the recent years under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. India has been a strong advocate of a robust and a holistic approach to tackle corruption. India's zero